Hello, what is up guys? I'm your host Gordon and welcome to another one of my video. And today we got ourselves a Dart Zone Max Stryker. And this is an impressive blaster. Holy moly, look at that packaging. There's even a whole picture of the blaster over here. In the box, we got the blaster itself, a buttstock, a half-length magazine adapter, a half-length magazine, a full-length magazine, a barrel extension, a pack of darts along with the iron sights in it, and the manual. Installing the barrel extension is pretty straightforward. Basically, you just need to friction fit it. The iron sight is located in the pack of darts. Installing the iron sight is pretty simple. Basically, you just have to slide it on the Picatinny rail. Installing the buttstock is pretty straightforward. Basically, just click on the lever and just slide the buttstock. At this part of the buttstock, you will realize that there is an extra O-ring just in case you need an O-ring replacement. The blaster comes with two kinds of darts, which is the normal darts and the half-length darts. In this test, I'm going to use the half-length darts. Okay, first look at the blaster. Design-wise, the blaster looks amazing. I can pretty much tell that this whole blaster is made out of pretty high-quality plastic. And when you actually hold it in hand, it actually feels really comfortable. The reason why it is so comfortable to hold is because that the grip is pretty big. And these finger grooves just fits in so perfectly on the hand. And not to mention these interesting texture is just so nice to touch. So this is how it looks like with all the included accessories. I mean, take a look at this barrel over here. I mean, this barrel is super long. It actually makes this blaster feels kind of huge. And this scope over here is definitely not a functioning optical scope. It is just basically plastic and just air inside. I mean, it's totally understandable. All of these accessories are made to, attract children. I mean, if you were like me, like you are not a big fan of all of these optical scope, these iron sight over here, you can just simply pull it off like that. It's not like it is fastened with screws. It's just pretty simple, like just literally slide off just like this. See, pretty simple. Even this. Yeah, that's it. I mean, speaking of Picatinny rail, this is not a N-strike rails or whatsoever. This is an actual Picatinny rail. So you can literally mount any real red dot sight on top of it, even a sniper scope if you wanted to. This part is kind of tall. It's pretty hard to aim, but trust me, it's pretty easy to get used to it. Speaking of getting used to, the one thing that I can't really get used to is the grip. You see, I'm one of those people who have really big hands and the grip to me is a little too small. But if you're like normal hand size, this is definitely okay. So I would totally appreciate it if there's like some sort of a Picatinny rail over here so that I can install some sort of grip to make priming easier. And speaking of priming, this is a really heavy prime. I'm definitely expecting good performance. Okay, the priming is a little weird for me because you don't really start priming from this position. You only start priming in this position. So I don't understand this. To some of you out there who are still not familiar with Dart Zone Blaster, you guys might be thinking that what are these levers here? Why are they two mag releases over here? So it's pretty simple. The big one is to release the half-length dart magazine. The orange one over here is to release the half-length dart adapter. Oh yeah, I literally forgot to mention that if you are trying to pull out the magazine, you can't really pull it out because you actually need to prime it down like that, then you can pull it out. But when there is no magazine, you can basically just pull the adapter off without priming the blaster. But when there is a magazine over here and you decided to straight up pull off the adapter, you need to prime the blaster to actually do that. But one of the most interesting thing is that if you are using regular long darts, you don't really have to prime the blaster. You just shove it in just like that. Same goes to pulling out the mag. You don't really have to prime the blaster to pull out the mag. And then right over here, we actually got a really tiny jam door, just in case that you have the jam dart or something, you try to unjam a dart. This is the only place that you can actually unjam your dart, and to me, this is kind of small. And upgrading this blaster is extremely simple. Basically, you just pull out the butt stop, unscrew the screw over here, twist off the plastic cap and pull it out, and you will see the spring. And one more impressive thing about this blaster is that the barrel is actually aluminum. Okay, so without further ado, let us go test out the blaster. And since this is considered a performance blaster, I've decided to go with a sniper scope. And this thing looks ridiculous with a sniper scope on it. For the accuracy test, 10 meters is as far as I can go because I'm not staying in a very big apartment. Okay, so first of all, the performance of this blaster is incredible. I mean, this blaster actually shoots over 150 FPS. It shoots from 150 FPS all the way to 156 FPS. This is impressive. And one more thing that is super impressive is the accuracy. Even without a scar barrel, this thing shoots like super dead accurate. I mean, if you really wanted to treat it as a sniper, you can definitely treat it as a sniper. This thing is so accurate. So far, I can't really complain about anything about this blaster because this blaster is just so good. I mean, if you really wanted me to, you know, just somehow just randomly find stuff to complain, is probably the materials that's being used to build this blaster. I mean, you know, you have a lot of all these plastic squeak. I mean, that's it. The rest of it, the performance, everything is perfect. And not to mention that it is Talon compatible. And if you are not into Talon mags, no problem. You wanted to run a regular Nerf magazines? You definitely can do that. Okay, that's all today, guys. Like this video if you like it, dislike this video if you do not like it, subscribe if you haven't already, and of course, I'm going to see you in the next video. Adios, guys!